All right. All right. All right. Peace, 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 peace. What's happening? What's happening? Come on in. Come on in. We got ourselves. Peace, 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 peace. Come on down. Come on down. Come on down. Matter of fact, let me get this link out there right now. We don't want no excuses. We don't want nobody saying, I didn't see it. We already had a couple people. We already had a couple people trying to play some games. So drop the link in there. So let me wait a second. Let me wait a second. Just a minute in. Peace, 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 peace. I hope you're doing well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I'm Rami Salam Mel, Moorish American. Assalamu alaikum to my Muslim brothers and sisters out there. Islam to the Moorish brothers and sisters out there. Peace. What's happening? Hotel. Um, Hola. You know what I mean? My Spanish brothers and sisters out there. We got ourselves a class today. We got ourselves a discussion today. Not a class, a discussion. I dropped the link in there, especially in the discussion today. We talking about uh, Grand Sheik Taj Tarik Bey. Moorish Scams EXPOSED. We're gonna have ourselves a discussion, and it's important, especially if it's Moors out there, Moorish Americans, Moorish nationals, uh, Moor Americans, American Moors, however you want to, Moorish sovereigns, Moorish American nationals, Moorish Mexim nationals, however you want to remix it. If it's anybody out there that supports Taj, that follows Taj, that worships Taj, that believes in Taj teachings, that calls Taj a Grand Sheik and says, yeah, that's my master teacher. If that is you, good brother, good sister, please come on down. I would love for you to join the discussion. I made this time available specifically for the people that support Taj, specifically for Moors that support Taj Tarik Bey and his scams or teachings. Because I want to make sure that we have a good discussion, that we're clear on these things, that I give the space and opportunity for folks that may support his side or Taj himself. If Taj himself wants to pull on up, email, text him the link, you know what I mean? Let him know the floor is his. I put myself on mute. He can talk as long as he needs to. I'll sit here humbly, quietly, respectfully, let him get off everything he needs to say. Then we can have a discussion. That seem fair? Oh, we gonna get to it. 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 Peace, peace, peace. Assalamu alaikum. Alaikum salam. We gonna get to it. But I just want to make sure that I set the stage so that people understand. Uh, because I've had some people comment, some people email me, some people message me. Why are you doing this in public, Rami? You're making Moors look bad, Rami. Why don't you reach out to Taj in private, Rami, and discuss this behind the scenes? You shouldn't call out an elder like that, Rami. You're wrong for doing this, Rami. And so I said, or why don't you talk to him face to face, Rami? That's the one I get to a lot. Never mind what I may have already done. But I said, you know what? Let's make the time and space open. Here it is. Face to face. Come on down, Elder Taj Tarik Bey. So-called Grand Sheik Taj Tarik Bey, please. If anybody knows him, send a link. Tell them to come on in. The link is right there in the chat. You know what I mean? Boom, right there. You see it right there. You know what I mean? Went ahead and favored it in there. So it's right there for you. To answer the question, why are you doing this in public? It's because Taj has been teaching, Taj has been propagating, Taj has been spreading these scams and his ideology in public. So it makes sense that I address it in public. Seems fair. I hope it seems fair. Seems fair to me, seems reasonable to me. Um, We got a lot to cover. I jotted down some notes. Let me pull up the screen. Pardon me. And actually, I put some questions in the video description itself. Just some ideas that we can discuss. You know, I'm gonna give it a second before I get to talking and doing my thing. I want to leave the floor open for anybody that supports Taj. Come on down. It's all right. I'm gonna be respectful. It's all love. You ain't got nothing to be afraid of. Oh, by the way, speaking of, well, first let me get some of the questions that I put forth. Then we'll talk about that. So some of the questions I wrote down. Is Taj Tarik Bey scamming the Moors? How do you feel, Moors? Is Taj Tarik Bey an official Grand Sheik? What is the Moors Order of the Roundtable? What is the Great Seal Inc.? What is Embryo Circle 7 Inc.? Where is the main temple for Great Seal located, or the main office for Great Seal Inc. located? Who are the official leaders and or members of the Great Seal Inc.? Just some questions to put on the table. Any more? Again, let me check in case if you no, ain't nobody show up yet. But while we're waiting, I wanted to see, because it was one individual in particular. There was one person in particular who on the last session that I was doing, he came in at the end. Here goes the video. Let's see here. Ah, that's right. That's the name. So this brother came in on the end, and I'll go to this real quick. I'll highlight this brother first here. When I was speaking about Taj last, I think it was Monday, this brother named Mizraim of Mantis Views 29 came on the stream as I was just about done going to put my son to bed, saying, "Oh, I want to come on live. Don't be scared, Rami. Let me on. I need to talk." I said, I've been on an hour and a half. I got to put my son to get to bed, but you know what? I'll make the space Friday. Make yourself available. Come on down. Have a discussion. I posed that to him, and yesterday, after calling me scary, the good brother said, "Oh, I'm not gonna be able." This brother right here, Mizraim Mantis Views 29, and as you can see here, he has a whole video on name correction, self-determination. He is propagating the teachings, the scams of Taj Tarik Bey. He is one of the disciples, if you will. You know what I mean? We use that word for right now. One of the followers, possibly worshiper. I don't know. But this has a whole video going through this sovereign citizen process of name correction, self-determination. Think he mentioned sovereignty in there and all of that nonsense. I don't want to play this right now, but I just wanted to highlight this and say, if you know Mizraim or Mantis Views 2029, tell them come on live so we can have a discussion. But right now, I want to get to Taj Tarik Bey. I want to break it down in a very simplistic way. I see. And we'll get to that as well, because I do appreciate some criticism. Let's see here. Behind the wheel. Peace, Brother Rami. I support Taj. All right, behind the wheel. In a moment, I would appreciate if you would like to join on the discussion. We can have a discussion, but let me put some foundation together just so we understand what's going on. Let me get my notes here. All right. Taj Tarik Bey and his Moorish scams. Okay, well, what is that? What is that? What is a Moorish scam? Well, I put Moorish on it just to be respectful, but a scam. Let's get to scam. Oh, and since we're doing Taj, we're talking about Taj, right? We doing this Taj thing. Are we clear? Are we clear? We're gonna go to the etymology. Are we clear? Can y'all see that? Scam. Can everybody see that? Okay, so scam, a fraudulent business scheme, a swindle, shout out swindle, a fraudulent deal, a fraudulent business scheme. And so I put the Moorish on that, the adjective, just to specify the kinds of schemes or the kinds of scams that Taj does are Moorish scams. So Taj Tarik Bey, he does Moorish fraudulent business schemes. He does Moorish fraudulent deals, Moorish fraudulent swindles. Okay, this is what I'm stating, that this is what Taj is doing. Okay, just want to be clear, so everybody following along. I am alleging, I am stating, Rami Salam El, yes, Taj Tarik Bey is a liar. Taj Tarik Bey is a scammer. Taj Tarik Bey is a fraud. Yes, that is the statement on the table. Yes. Well, do you have evidence, Rami? How can you accuse? Let's get to that. We didn't already establish what a scam is. Well, what does Taj do? This is scam. What is the fraud that he does? First and foremost is his persona, his character, the idea that Taj is a quote unquote Grand Sheik. What does that have to, why is that important? What does that matter? That title is the official title for leaders in the organization that was created by Noble Drew Ali called the Moorish Science Temple of America. The leaders of temples, or the heads of temples, are known and identified as Grand Sheiks. Taj Tarik Bey is not an official leader of a Moorish Science Temple of America. Okay? Taj Tarik Bey calls himself, identifies himself, portrays himself as a Grand Sheik. Taj Tarik Bey is not a Grand Sheik. Are we clear? Are we clear? That is the fraud. That is the lie. That is the scam right there. That is the fraudulent part of it. He is portraying himself to be this person, this official. Why is that important? That title, it gives authenticity. It gives validation. It gives credibility to the things that he's saying. If it's just some guy that's just saying, oh yeah, that dude such and such, he's talking, okay. But this is a Grand Sheik Taj Tarik Bey. Oh, but it gets even better, actually. It gets even better. Let me show you. So it's not just me talking. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Can we see that? Is that good? Oh, that's two. There we go. Let me zoom out. Just so we make sure we get it clear. Are we clear? Are we right there? Y'all see that? National Grand. So now it's the scam. The scheme is professed. It's not just a Grand Sheik. He's the national. He didn't took the scam, the more scams to the nationwide, baby. Oh my goodness. But again, Taj Tarik Bey is not a Grand Sheik. He's not. Now, before I go any further, any Moors, brother behind the wheel, anybody that out there that follows Taj, support Taj, backs up Taj, says Taj is my Grand Sheik, is there anyone, any more, any individual, any person, people, whatever, that can provide the proof, the evidence that he is a Grand Sheik? What temple? Where is it at? We getting there. We getting there. That's part of the problem. I'm setting it up. I'm setting up the foundation. Desmond Dunn, I appreciate it. Desmond Dunn said, I just don't like how they mix the prophet's teaching with that information. Oh, we getting there because it gets tricky. It gets tricky, but I'm going step by step. So boom. On the table, scamming. Moorish scamming. Taj Tarik Bey accused of it. How is he doing it? First, he sets up this fake, this false, this fraudulent persona, fraudulent character, such as Grand Sheik. He is not. He does that to try to give himself credibility, validity. Okay? Okay? From there, and I'm emphasizing that because that's a crucial part of the con. That's a crucial part of the fraudulent. Getting you to believe that he is some authority within this movement or this organization. Getting people to believe that he has some sort of validity to what he's saying because he's in the official leadership position. And then other people are also saying, yeah, Grand Sheik, that's my Grand Sheik. And so then everybody's like, oh man, I guess he must be the Grand Sheik. That's part of the con. I just want you to understand. Now let's move to the next part. The next part, he got to get the scams off. So how is he going to do that? Well, he's going to do that with packages. He's going to do that selling paperwork. He's going to do that selling books. He's going to do that doing consultations. He's going to do that lectures. He's going to do that with donations. How many was that? Packages, paperwork, books, consultations, lectures, donations. 6 ways to get them that scam. He's 6 ways on the scam. Okay? 6 different avenues that he can get to the money. But he got to set himself up an organization. Okay? This is the crucial part. Here goes the fraudulent part. I hope you're following me now. Okay? He set up his own organization. He's not a Grand Sheik of the Moor Science Temple of America, an actual real organization for the people that, us, that so-called Black people, Moorish Americans, really doing their best to live this righteously, follow the laws, uplift fallen humanity. There's an organization for that. But that's not what Taj is on. Taj want that money, baby. He trying to get to that bag. That's what the scammers do. They need that money. So he created up his own organization. What is that organization called? I'm glad you asked. Let me not tell you. Let me show you, okay? Because man knows not by being told, okay? Oh, yes. Oh, man. Oh, man. We getting there. I see you, Swindle. We getting there. I don't want to skip too far ahead, so let me take my time. We're gonna go through this process. And again, any more is out there. I don't want nobody saying, oh, well, I would have been able to say something to Rami. He's scary. He won't talk to me. I'm here. Hola. With the love. I'm here. Are you ready? Oh, man. Oh, man. What do we got here, Rami? This would be that evidence. Okay? This would be that evidence. Because we ain't just going to talk it. We ain't just going to tell you about it. No, we're going to show you. Can y'all see me? All right, cool. This was when he was going by, bro. I don't know if you can kind of zoom in. Y'all see that? This was when he was going as bro Taj Tarik Bey. See, he ain't fully implement the scheme yet. He ain't get off his scam yet. He was laying the foundation. You see what I'm saying? Now let me just scroll on down because it get crazy. All right. But this is why you gotta read. You know what I mean? Study, right? All right, we're gonna skip this. We're gonna get to the important part here. I mean, this, I could focus on that. That says enough. But it's some more important parts that spell it out. Oh, here we have him talking about sovereign people. Let me get out the way so we can see this properly, because I'm all in the way. There we go. There we go. Alaikum salam, good brother. I'm about to get this off before I start that Ramadan. You feel me? Oh man. Oh man. The family is all here. Oh, okay, bro. Taj Tarik Bey. It's a part that I want speaking since we talking about Assalamu alaikum. He has an acknowledgement section, okay? Acknowledgements. He gives honor to Noble Drew Ali, CM Bey, sisters and brothers in the Moorish nation. He says, working sisters and brothers of the Moorish Order of the Round Table. We're gonna come back to that. One thing I noticed about this acknowledgement, he didn't acknowledge Allah. It's blurry. Okay, it's blurry. Yeah, I got you. But one thing I just wanted to point out, he didn't acknowledge Allah. He has Assalamu alaikum in his greeting, and Islam in his greeting, but he ain't give honor. He didn't give no praise. He didn't give no thanksgiving, no nothing to God, to our Creator. But that's never mind that. Never mind that. Let me focus. I want to get to the introduction of the Moors Order of the Round Table. That's what I'm looking for. Here he goes mentioning CM Bay and some other nonsense, but that's not. It's something particular I'm looking for. Okay, so just bear with me, y'all. We're gonna get to the facts. We're gonna get to the facts. Okay. It's a bunch of this stuff that let me zoom out a little bit. Oh, consular courts. He mentions consular courts in here. Okay, consular courts right here. He talking about consular courts, and it's important that I mention it when this was put together. I seen 1996 on one date, so we talking at least, was that almost 30 years? Bar Association judges, man, all this nonsense. It's a part that I'm looking for. Just bear with me. I think it wasn't all the way at the bottom, was it? Pardon me, y'all. I should have had the exact page number, but to be honest with y'all, it's so much nonsense going on that I'm having a hard time tracking of all the fraudulent schemes and scams that he had running, man. It can honestly have you confused. But I think we almost there. Dang, maybe it is all the way at the bottom. Oh, sovereignty. Here we go. Yeah. So here we go. Taj Tarik Bey, way back in the 90s. He was that one kicking off that sovereignty talk. Now understand, Noble Drew Ali didn't mention sovereignty not a one time. Nah, he didn't mention that Moors are sovereign people and Moors are the sovereign nation, or they got the sovereign authority and the government. None of that nonsense that Cosby tip kicking. Noble Drew Ali didn't say that. This came from Taj. This document is Taj's teachings. All of that, this sovereignty right here. Yeah. This Taj. He's the one that kicked off. He's the one, the king of the Moorish sovereign citizen movement. He is. Hold on. Taj Tarik Bey, he is the emperor of the Moorish sovereign citizens. He is the king. He is the leader of the Moorish sovereign citizens. He's the one that kicked all of that off. Unless someone can point to me, someone before Taj that introduced these sovereign citizen teachings and this sovereignty teachings. If someone can introduce to show me the evidence of somebody teaching that before Taj, okay, I stand corrected. But as from what I can see, it's been Taj. Oh my goodness. And man, he didn't had it in there for a long time. Man, he was talking about sovereignty when I was in kindergarten. Kind of craziness is that, man? Unbelievable. Here we go. I got it. Here we go. Sorry. Let me get focused. Found it. Here we go. Here we go. The purpose. It's important that we read, right? Important that we study. Let me get this. Am I in the way? Is that blurry? Can y'all see that? I'm trying to zoom in as much as I can. Make sure we get this evidence on the table. Y'all can see that? Let me get myself out the way. 1 second. 1 second. We there. Bam. Okay. All right. All right, Moors. Again, any Taj supporters, come on up. Come on up. The link is in there. Just drop in the comment section. Hey, yo, I'm here. I need to talk. All right, come on down. But let's continue. This Moor's Order of the Round Table was created by Taj Tarik Bey. Okay? It says at the top, is a Moorish nation institution which came into existence through active research and study of the works and teachings of Sheikh Sharif Abdul Ali, then in parentheses, Noble Drew Ali, and evolved out of ongoing history and culture classes, which were held on a consistent basis and expanding basis, by Bro Taj Tarik Bey. The Moors Order of the Round Table was officially established in June of 1982. I'm going to repeat that again. I need y'all to see me and hear me on this. This organization, this institution that Taj created, that started teaching this sovereignty stuff, the Moors Order of the Round Table, it was created in June of 1982. It is currently March 2024. Understand how much time has gone on with this. That's how long he's been pushing this scam, pushing this fraud. Yes, I'm clear on this. This is a fraud. We'll continue and show up. I just want to break down the years. And again, Taj Tarik Bey supporters, if you're around, if you're available, come on down. I would love to hear your explanation, your perspective on this. First, he says it's an active association of Moorish Americans. Okay, that's what he says here. Then it says that it treats the issues of Moorish history, culture, civics, science, law, heritage, descent, philosophy, literature, etc. This is what this Moors Order of the Round Table is about, he says. He claims. And he says it's building on the teachings of Noble Drew Ali. Okay? That's what he claims. Taj Tarik Bey. But see, you gotta look in close. When people are scamming, I forgot to put this back on the screen. When people are scamming, if you don't look in close, you might miss it. You get miss it. This is where I was reading from, just so you can see here. Boom. All right, we coming on down. And it's one I want to highlight in particular. Here we go. So at the top, first it says the MOOR is the MOOR, the Moorish Order of the Round Table, is an active association of Moorish Americans. But then when you scroll down here, it says the Round Table, the Moorish Order of the Round Table, is a civic association of national indigenous Moors, not to be confused with, I'm reading from right here, not to be confused with, nor mistaken as a religious group or organization. I'm going to read that again. This Moors Order of the Round Table is a civic association of national indigenous Moors. So now it changed from Moorish Americans to national indigenous Moors. And it's not to be confused with nor mistaken as a religious group or organization. Now, why is that important? Why is it important that I highlight that? Taj Tarik Bey said that the Moors Order of the Round Table is coming, building on the teachings of Noble Drew Ali and da-da-da-da-da. And he creates his own separate organization, but he's saying his organization is not to be confused with any religious group or organization, which is what Noble Drew Ali created. The Moorish Science Temple of America is a religious organization. Taj Tarik Bey created this offshoot claiming it's built on the teachings of Noble Drew Ali and is doing the works. But his organization that he built is a civic organization and is not to be confused with any religious organization. Yet he uses religious language in his text. He uses the teachings from a religious leader. He uses the title for a religious leader. That's part of the scam. Are we clear? Does it make sense? Have you got lost somewhere? Your cousin, come on down. Yes. Oh, I see you in there, Swindle. Oh, hold on 1 second, Swindle. At this time, I want to make sure that I make room for the people that support Taj, because I don't want to seem biased. I don't want to seem like I'm not giving folks an opportunity to speak up for themselves. I would love for Taj to come on here in the public and answer some questions and be held accountable. But Taj isn't about that. Taj doesn't hold himself accountable. We'll get to that. But let me continue, because I want to show you a little bit more. Let me go back to the screen. Something important. Something real important. Okay? Not to be confused or mistaken as a religious group or organization. So he's making it specifically clear that he is not to be confused with a religious organization like the Moorish Science Temple of America. Yet he's using the teachings from the Moorish Science Temple of America. He's using the title of a Grand Sheik from the Moorish Science Temple of America. But he doesn't want anyone to be confused that the Moorish Order of the Round Table is a religious group or an organization. Does that make sense? I didn't think so either. Our civic activity is national sovereign birthright. This is what Taj teaches. This is what he's teaching. Now, understand, Noble Drew Ali didn't say anything about no national sovereign birthright or teaching sovereign citizen or teaching sovereignty or teaching national sovereignty or teaching sovereign capacity, as you see down here at the bottom. Noble Drew Ali didn't say none of that. This is the own beliefs and own ideology of Taj Tarik Bey, the number one, the king Moorish scammer. All right. But I wanted to highlight one last thing that I saw. I think I saw. I don't know if I could find it. I might have to stop there. It was one other piece that was really important, but I don't see it here. So I may have to just let it go. It was speaking about him selling something for sale. And I kind of wanted to highlight it, but we ain't got it right now. So we'll close that. But now we got, okay, I don't see. No, I ain't see, come on, Bill the Scat. Tell your cousin to pull up. Shan Ra. Too many debates is said. It's not a debate. This is me presenting information to show and prove that Taj Tarik Bey is a liar, a scam, a fraud. Now let me get back to my notes. Okay. Created their own organization, the Moors Order of the Round Table. Made it clear that that organization is not a religious organization, is not a religious group. Then proceeded to push and propagate this sovereignty, and that's where all of this idea of driving without a license, taking somebody's property without paying, don't have to pay taxes. What are the other ones? I'm trying to think of the typical sovereign citizen catchphrases of Taj. The government doesn't have jurisdiction over you. They're the de facto government. Yeah, that I'm trying to think of that. That's the jurisdiction, letter of authority. Where's your or delegation of authority or your oath of office? All of those kind of phrase, all of that stuff, it comes from Taj. Now, I already spoke. He created this Moore's Order of the Round Table. He also created this organization called the Great Seal Inc. Okay, and with those two organizations, he started churning out his scams and his fraudulent schemes. He started selling his books. He started selling his packages. He started selling the paperwork. He started doing the lectures and going and, hey, you come here and you're teaching in your classes and it's the donation and then it's no, that's not really money. So you're just donating notes. You're not donating dollars because it's not real money, but he's spending it like real money. This is the scam. That's the scam. Then you have, he had to expand the scam. He had to expand the fraud. You know what I mean? That's the problem with the lying. You can't, once you start to lie, you got to keep up the lie. So you lie some more and lie some more. And so eventually now he didn't created a scamming empire. Now he has different other associations, different other organizations that have been created to spin off that are using his teachings and then calling him to come teach there and scam their people. Oh, and it's just like a Moorish pyramid of scams. Oh my goodness. A Moorish pyramid of scams. Would that make Taj the Pharaoh scammer of them all? The Moorish Pharaoh scam? I'm sorry, that's a joke. Let me stop. Let me focus. Oh, okay. All right. I see some folks in. Yes, sir. Hold on, Swin. Hold on. Shane and a behind the wheel. All right. What's going on, good brothers? Is that Shane? I'm sorry, I can't really see. Is that a brother? I'm sorry.
Happening.
What's going on? What's going on? Peace. What's going on?
But okay, I haven't brought none of his publications, but I've listened to some of his lectures. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I listened to some of his lectures, and from what my understanding is that okay, the um, the laws that they have in place now is different from what they changed when the prophet was alive, right? Am I right or wrong?
Now let's keep it focused. On the table right now, Taj Tarik Bey, his Moorish scams. All right. The foundation that I set is it. Hold on one second, good brother. Let me just break it down so we all on the same page. The foundation is he's a fraud. He's lying. He's a fraud. He is proclaiming to be a Grand Sheik in order to present himself as having some sort of authority and validity, and he uses that to scam the people, getting money from books, lectures, paperwork. He used the seal in the documents. All of that stuff is to get the money. Now, do you support Taj Tarik Bey? Let's start there.
Okay, the thing is, I haven't sent them any money, none of that. What I'm saying is, as far as support, as far as we need we need to think about what the prophet had mentioned. He said it should be a smooth transition, right?
I'm right now. What I want to focus on: do you support Taj Tarik Bey, good brother? Let's start with that right there.
I like the brother. I follow him, but
You
as far as knowing the structure, as far as his title is the Grand Sheik, Um, and the qualifications, I'm not that versed on that.
So you follow somebody and you're not really sure about them?
Gave him a dime. I'm gonna let that. I'm gonna let that be known. Yeah, I follow some of his lectures when I could catch him, but I haven't traveled enough. I follow him on YouTube.
Let me be clear with you, good brother. Let me be very clear and direct with you, good brother. I'm letting you know that Taj Tarik Bey is not someone you should follow. He's not someone you should listen to. He's not someone you should support. Why am I saying this? Because I have been studying this for quite some time. And I'll share this with you, good brother. If you look, you can go find a lecture where I taught with Taj Tarik Bey. It's quite a long time ago, before I even had locks. Okay? And something that was important that he said to me then. He said, "Oh man, this brother right here, he knows it all. I don't even have to say anything." Now, the important part of that is that was the first time I did a lecture. Now, if
Okay.
he's saying I know everything and this is the first time, then what has he been teaching for 40 years?
Oh, oh,
Now, as I progressed, I've come to find out he hasn't been teaching much. He hasn't been producing much. In fact, he's been lying a whole lot. And I'm here to help guide and make sure that people don't get misled like you, good brother.
the thing is, as far as the rules, as far as the Grand Sheik and all that, as far as uh, the mandatory structure of how who should have that title, um, I'm not too versed with that. I'm not
It's
too
real
versed.
simple. It's real simple, good brother. If you tried to go out into the public and you pretended to be a federal officer,
Right, right.
real federal officers, if they caught you, you would be charged with a crime.
Uh,
The reason being is because you could confuse people and you could
but
get
crime.
people to believe that you have some sort of authority in which you do not. This is what
Okay.
Taj is doing. Okay.
I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna ask you. Are you familiar with statutory law and God's
They don't
law?
get into that.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't get
I am, but right now I appreciate your time and your words. I want to talk to Shane, so I'm gonna drop you off right now. All right, good brother. What's going on, good brother?
What's up, man? I mean, I just be having questions. You know what I'm saying? I don't, like I said, I started like learning about more science from Ty, just seeing his videos on YouTube, whatever. And I ain't no follower of nobody. I take information and knowledge for what it is. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I say this, like, from just watching like videos from people, I mean, more is this like from your camp, if you want to, for the lack of a better term, I guess. Y'all always seem like y'all send a lot of negativity towards this way, and like if we supposed to be all Moors or growing as a people, like why y'all just don't sit down with him? Like I don't know if you haven't tried. Like I don't know if you haven't tried in the private or whatever. But sit down with him in a private. Y'all don't got to debate about it in front of us. I mean, you can talk about it on your podcast, whatever after. But like as far as y'all just debating with each other, and they don't do nothing but create division, and it kind of discourages people from like, dang, is they really who they say they is, or man, should I really be watching anybody? Should I be looking at any of these dudes because they seem like they ain't got nothing but negativity coming their way? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It just seemed like it's a lot of negativity coming, and like, is it a lot of people out here that I believe scamming, using more science and all that to scam and all that? Yeah, but I wouldn't just blame that on Taj, because people got the right to do what they want with knowledge. And in my eyes, knowledge is neutral. You can do whatever you want to. You can make a slave out of somebody with knowledge. You know what I'm saying? If they're not mentally strong or whatever. So I wouldn't blame that out on Taj. You feel me? Like a lot of videos that I watched, you feel me? It was stuff that I picked up. I ain't gonna say I'm no master. I'm still learning or whatever. And you know what I'm saying? So I don't know all y'all know, but I know I'm still learning. I still be, you know, I got kids, you got life to live, whatever. So I pick up and try to study here and there. And like I said, I don't agree with him being like a scammer because, like I said, I ain't never personally seen him like say, hey, yeah, come to me and you feel me? I'll take care of this for you. Do I believe people got the right to charge for, you feel me, they works? Yeah, I mean, do I believe that people should be charging 10, 20, 30,000 for some paperwork or whatever that may or may not work? I don't agree with that. But once again, I've never seen Taj put a number on nothing in none of his videos. Mind you, I've never met the man personally. You feel me? I've never met you personally. I've watched a few of your videos. I ain't got nothing negative really to say about what you be talking about or anybody else. I just seem like it's a lot of negativity to come from your direction instead of uplifting and sitting down with each other or whatever.
I appreciate your perspective. I want to ask you a couple things. One, do you know the 5 principles for Moorish Americans?
Truth, love, freedom, justice.
Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Yeah.
And,
Now, I asked you that because you said you feel like it's a lot of hate coming from y'all. I don't know who y'all is, but I want to talk about me. Have I said anything today that was hateful?
Okay, well, I say this. When I say hate, I don't necessarily, I guess I should be direct in the way the words I use or whatever. I don't mean like hate in a way like you actually hate this man. I mean like it's every time I see videos from like the people from the Moorish Science tip of America, it's always Taj is this and don't believe them and this and they're not really this and he's not really that. And I mean all he's doing is teaching. I mean
that's not all he's doing. Hold on, good brother. That's not all he's doing. He's not just teaching. But I wanted to get to what I'm doing. So you're not saying I'm actually being hateful towards his brother?
Nah, I mean, if I'm being honest, I feel like a little bit of it. I could be wrong. Like I said, I ain't trying to attack your character as a man or a brother, whatever. I feel like a lot of it be like clout chasing, in a sense, because like it just seemed like every time it's this that, third. Like where's the bill? Where's the unity? Like people, you got these group of Moors or people say they Moors, saying this on this side, and then these people saying this on this side, and then you got everybody else who coming in. We all looking like, okay, what side do I pick?
Right. So let me provide some clarity to you, good brother. The side that I'm on is the side of truth. I'm not on any person's side or any group side. I criticize and I'm very critical of the people in the Moorish Science Temple of America. The reason why I'm criticizing Taj is to what you said. You first got hip to this information from his videos. It's many brothers like you, many sisters like you, they get introduced to this information from his videos, and you're introduced in a corrupted way. And so you get off on this wrong track. Now, you may be a brother that you can find out the right information and you won't take it as offense and you'll continue on the path. It's a lot of people, when they find out that Taj has been scamming, they say, oh, forget all of this. This just another scam, another scheme. And they completely dismiss all this more stuff. It's all bogus. Just like that dude, it's just going to get you locked up. What I'm doing, what I've been doing since I got clarity back in 2015 is saying this is what we need to do with our organization. If you're a Moorish American, he dropped off. Am I still good? Yeah. But if you're a Moorish American, I speak to you. Hope you're still listening. And I continue on. What I'm doing is saying, if you're a Moorish American, you should be following the teachings of Noble Drew Ali. This is what he said. This is what he established. This is what we should be operating as. If you following those other people, that's your right. You can choose to do that, but understand those other people are corrupt. They're liars. They're frauds. You are putting yourself and possibly your family in danger. And that's actually where I want to come around to right now, actually. Speaking about putting family. Oh, he came back real quick. I'm gonna bring you back up, and then we're gonna get to this. You heard me?
Okay. Yeah, phone kind of messed up a little bit.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is I'm here to provide clarity because at one point I thought too, oh man, this dude Taj is wise and da 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 da, and I'm teaching next to him and I'm proud. I'm like, oh man, I'm doing it. And then I started asking some questions. Then I said, well, wait a second, hold up. What about this? And then I didn't get the right answer back. I said, that I ain't feeling that. So then I went on a call with a bunch of different Grand Sheiks that was on the call. And I asked the question to everybody. And everybody got to, yeah, well, I think it's I'm like, I ain't feeling that. So then I took a step back. I started right from the beginning, started reading the Quran chapter by chapter, every single piece of literature, every single writing in Noble Drew Ali's that I could find. And then I found this thing called the Supreme Grand Council. And I've been on that since 2015. Got a playlist. You can go check it out and you can see what I've been talking about. The Supreme Grand Council is the key to clarifying everything. How are you supposed to operate? How do you get a job? How do you get insurance? What about benefits? What about if you're retired? Owning property? How do you, all of that stuff, it gets clarified through the Supreme Grand Council, but nobody wants to address that. But I'm going to keep standing on that, and I'm going to keep saying that until we address it. And I also will keep making sure that I clarify and let other people know, don't listen to that man. Don't listen to that group, because you're going to wind up getting hurt, just like I did with the rise of the Moors. I spoke to Jamal behind the scenes about the Supreme Grand Council, matter of fact, and said, before you do anything, I think we need to take a step back and get some clarity. He said, I ain't listening to you. I'm going to do my own thing. And then we saw what happened. And I understand it. And I understand it's confusing to people that's just coming into this. I get it. I was confused too. I was there also. I was creating my own little ID and a license plate, and this is what I'm gonna do. Nah, man. Don't get got. Don't get played. Don't get finessed. Don't spend hours and hours and years following or believing this information is real and it's bogus. Noble Drew Ali didn't say none of this stuff. This is Taj scamming people. I know it's hard to believe, but he been doing this since 1982. I don't know when you was born, but I wasn't born then.
I was born in '89, brother.
So you got to understand, this brother has had some time to perfect his craft. Intelligent brother, good at it. But we got to be honest. I ain't disrespect. He's an elder. He old enough to be my grandfather. So I'm not demeaning this man and talking down and nothing like that. But we got to be real. That's how I was raised. I wouldn't be able to look people in the eye and tell them this is what I believe. This is how I feel about this. If I can't be honest. Otherwise, I'm going to look like a sucker. How come you ain't talk about Rami? I mean, how come you ain't talk about Taj, Rami? Why you ain't tell us that he was doing this, Rami? What I'm going to say then? I was scared.
So I got like a question as far as like what you say he's teaching is falsehood about like the documents and all that. Like what's false about it? Because I mean I'm pretty sure you've been intelligent as you are. You know about statutes and what's that? UCC documents and all that. Which, like I said, I read into all that stuff, but at the same time, I'm not somebody that I'm quick to jump in and try something that I don't understand. So I wasn't, like I said, following that and just learning that. For me, it's learning business. I wasn't never about, you know what I'm saying.
Let's talk business real quick. Then I'm gonna get back to it. Let's talk business real quick. One question. How many businesses does Taj have?
No, I don't follow his personal life.
I'm not talking. I'm saying like public businesses. Does he have a book publishing company? Does he have a Moorish coffee shop? Does he have a Moorish school? Okay, tell me this. Where's his Moorish temple at? He's the Grand Sheik. Where's his temple at?
Man, at the end of the day, I can't tell you these things because, like I said, I don't.
What about his office? Does he have a office for his business that you could say, oh, we can go to Taj's office? He be there on.
I mean, you can't say that, but at the same time, I mean, that's kind of just picking at, at something like, having a actual place of business don't mean that the message is watered down or what you're trying to do.
What I'm pointing out to you, good brother, is you said you're about business, but you can't even name one of Taj's businesses. And he's been doing this for 40 years again. Mind you, Noble Drew Ali taught about business, and Noble Drew Ali established businesses. And he had a process for the rest of the temples to report on their businesses. And guess where it would go to? The Supreme Grand Council. So everybody would know what's going on with the nation, if you will. And that's where we are. But let me get back to teaching, good brother. I'm a build some more because I want to put some more evidence on here before I finish up. But if you got some more to say, come back in a little bit. All right.
All right.
I appreciate it, good brother. Damn. All right, hey, Swindle. I don't know if Swindle, was you still there, Swindle?
Yeah, I just got one point to make. I'll make it really quick. You forgot to mention Taj's business partner. Do you know who that is?
No.
If I pronounce her, I don't know if I can pronounce her name correct. Rosemary Bay or something like that.
Rosemary Bay.
Yeah. You forgot about her. RV Bay Publications.
Yeah, we getting RV Bay. Oh, we getting there. Don't you worry.
Yeah, you forgot about that. So, then just throw a couple other things in there. Is you do understand that RV Bay Publications is linked to what is it? Where Dr. G is.
Awakening Minds?
Yes. Then that's also linked to the Holy House of Prayer, which is linked to somebody that is by the name of Bishop Townsend, and that's where I run to a roadblock trying to find more on Taj. And as I stated in the chat, his real name is David Sinclair, and how I found that out is through RV Bay Publications and some books that he's created before he turned into Taj Tarik Bey. It was just David Sinclair Bey.
I saw that name on a poem, actually.
Yeah.
I saw that name on a poem. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So that is Taj, and that's where the beginning of his co-founding RV Bay Publications.
Got it. All right. So let me get to this. Let me get to putting these facts on the table because I wanted to highlight some. Matter of fact, we're gonna come back in a minute and I'll talk to you in a minute if you have some more to say. But
I'm all done. Thanks.
I appreciate it. Oh man. I appreciate the good brothers so far that were willing to come on here and speak. And I wanted to highlight something because I typically deal with this. Let's see if I can see it here. I wanted to highlight something. I was asking some particular questions because I get a lot of people that sometimes say, why you always hating on Taj, Rami? And I think people misunderstand or confuse me being critical with hate. Let me show you Swindle with the facts. Yeah, Swindle came through with the facts on, that's for sure. Can I? Oh man. Oh, maybe I can see it here. Let me see. Yeah. Let me show you. I typically wouldn't even show this, but I just want to show people kind of the stuff that I'm dealing with. This is this Ron Burgundy account been spamming me with a bunch of these. I apologize for the curse words, but spamming me with all these hateful messages and some death threats and F Rami and all of this. And why is it? Because I'm calling out people that are fraudulent. And he'll do something like this right here. You know what I mean? On the Taj video, one of these folks that want to post all of these laws and statutes to somehow prove that this sovereignty, drive without a license nonsense is valid. My point in sharing that is that I'm not being hateful towards Taj. I have not once said I don't hate that man. I don't hate anybody. Just because I'm being critical, just because I'm being truthful and pointing out that Taj is lying to us and lying to people, that Taj is a fraud, it doesn't make me a hater. It doesn't make me hateful or me hating this person. It's just time to be honest. It's really that simple. But I wanted to get to showing, like, all right, so you just talking, but like, what does it really prove, Rami? What is Taj really doing? Well, what Taj has done is propagated this using the title of Grand Sheik falsely, fraudulently, scamming people. But it didn't just stop there. He didn't just stop with scamming people and getting money. No, now he progressed to teaching them his scams and having them propagate his scams also. And it didn't just, so it was the what was the first group? The Moors Order of the Round Table. Then you have Great Seal Inc. And then you also have what the brother was speaking, RV Bay Publications. And that whole entity, that's the entity responsible for printing out a lot of IDs, a whole bunch of legal paperwork that they send in to the 7 different places, and you don't have authority, all of that. What is it called in cyber citizens? It's called paper terrorism. That's what the name of it is now applied to that. When they send out all of this frivolous paperwork, that's what it's associated with. Taj, RV Bay Publications, they were central for that. In fact, one of their ways of getting some money from people is, oh, we'll authenticate your document. We'll put a seal, an official Moorish seal, so that way it proves it's truly lawful. See, because without that seal, they may not know. But if we put the seal on it, oh well, now you got it. Okay, that's what they're for. And he's done that with all of these different groups: RV Bay, Moors Order of the Round Table, Great Seal Inc. He was connected to the Rise of the Moors. He's connected to Enforce the Constitution. These are a bunch of different offshoot organizations, all espousing this more sovereign citizen stuff. And it's all coming from Taj. Taj is the one that kicked this all off, gave them this paperwork and say, yo, you sell my books and you can get the money too. And you just probably, maybe they have like some backroom deal, like, yo, just cut me a little something off the, you know what I mean? And you can sell my books with no problem. I don't know. Just as a suggest, but Enforce the Constitution, Rise of the Moors, the Moorish American Consulate. That's what I want. Oh man, I got so many thoughts in my head. Let me get myself together. Let me show and prove where this teachings is leading up to. All right. Well, no. Let me just focus. I got distracted by the comment. Let's see. Let's go here. We'll go here. So right here, I'm about to show you some examples of what happens with Taj's teachings. This is a case in Michigan. All right. United States District Court, Eastern District of Michigan. Great Seal National Association of Moorish Affairs. That's coming from Taj. That's Taj's group. All right. The Great Seal National Association of Moorish Affairs filed a complaint against the 46th District Court the 46th District Court, the 36th District Court, the 3rd Circuit Judicial Court, the Wayne County Treasurer, Wayne County Sheriff, and Wayne County Clerk. The Great Seal, that Great Seal group alleges that the defendants foreclosed and reassigned their property by failing to recognize the Declaration of Nationality and Constitutional Protection of Rights and Immunities of the Indigenous Moorish Americans. That is an example of Taj's paperwork and how it injures people in real life, beyond just the scamming and whatever he got in terms of money for them to get the paperwork. But when they use the paperwork, they understood. They found out that this is just bogus, and their suit got dismissed. Was it dismissed? I'm almost certain it was. Yeah. As it says at the bottom, the plaintiff's complaint is indecipherable. From what can be gleaned, plaintiffs claim to own several parcels of property in Michigan by virtue of their Moorish ancestry. You see, that is the scam, that is the fraud that Taj has been pushing. That just by sake of us being Moors, that we own the land. And therefore, you can claim the land and you don't have to pay anybody anything. And if they try to say something, you just file this and you send it to the popes of Rome and you send it to this person, and they must listen because Taj is the national Grand Sheik. What in the doohickey is going on? What in the doohickey is going on? The gang's all here. What's going on, Fetty? But as it continues, they seek to sue judicial officers and local government officials for allegedly depriving them of their lawful right to ownership. The allegations are baseless, fantastic, and delusional. And the court dismisses the complaint. It is ordered. That's one. This was when was this? Did we have a year for this? Dang. I should have looked up the year on when this was happening. Oh, here we go. 2007. This is 2007. All right. Can I pull up another one? Should I pull up another one? Let me pull up another one. Then, okay, yeah, I put this is the one I showed in the other one, but we're going I know I shouldn't be making jokes, but I can't. That doohickey stuff, it really cracks me up. I ain't even gonna lie to you. What in the doohickey? All right, this one right here. Here we go. Can y'all see that? Can I take that thumbnail off? Never mind. But this one right here, can I zoom in any further? Let me see. There we go. This is the one I was reading from at the previous class. Great Seal MOOR Science Temple of America, Inc. This is part of the fraud. I didn't clarify that, but part of the fraud with the Great Seal Inc. and why I'm calling it Great Seal Inc. is because Taj, he actually created it and titled it Great Seal MOOR Science Temple of America, Inc. So if you didn't know any better, you would think that this organization that he created, which is not the organization that Noble Drew Ali, but somehow it's linked because he put that title on the end of it. Again, trying to give off this illusion or this appearance of validity. Like, oh man, that's official. That's the Great Seal of the MOOR Science Temple, but it's bogus. He made that up. And this was a case in the Pennsylvania Eastern District of Pennsylvania, the Great Seal MOOR Science Inc. Again versus State of New Jersey Police Department, a bunch of different police departments. Basically, they got their cars towed. They tried to file a complaint saying it was a violation of civil rights and human rights and universal rights and all sorts of rights. And it got dismissed. And this happened in 2005. And Taj, he actually wasn't a part of this case. He was only the notice only. So he didn't even step up And that's the other part that I didn't mention, is that Taj has propagated and said, oh, this is what you need to do, and you need to file this paperwork, and you shouldn't recognize them, and they don't have the authority, and you need to do this. He tells everyone else to do all of these things, but then when those folks get into hot water, you know what Taj does? Huh? Who? Huh? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know them. No. That's what happens. Time after time after time after time. The rise of the Moors, he did it. Enforce the Constitution group, he did it. The Moorish American Consulate, he did it. And he's associated and connected. And I don't want, because some people might say, oh, well, Taj ain't a part of the Moorish American Consulate. Taj didn't have nothing to do with that. I'm a liar, maybe. I'm making it up. Right? Oh, I forgot to. It's another video. Golly, man. It's just too much stuff. This is honestly too much stuff. Okay. There's honestly too much stuff here. Okay. All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Rami, you just lying on Taj. You just making it up. You just hating Taj. You just want, it's just you Rami. It's just you Rami. Let me get out the way so we can see clearly. Somebody to support Taj. What that say? What that title say at the bottom there? Taj Tarik Bey at the Moorish Consulate. Yeah. He was a part of that group. Oh, and I mean, yeah, I play a little bit of this.
Would represent a body of men and women who have delegated authority to act on these things, and limited by the Constitution and treaty. It means they can't go outside of that, right? Their obligation is to look at the instrumentality and see if this person who's presenting a claim on this estate has presented them with the wedding signature of the mortgage and the promissory note, because the promissory note is the instrument that was sent to 55 Water Street, upon which all transactions were made. It's BTC, right?
55 Water.
Yeah. So, and then they must contact the tenant.
To be honest, I don't even really want to sit through that. If you want to, you can hear him ramble on. It's more of a bunch of nonsense. My point being is to show at one point Taj was associated with the Moorish American Consulate, and I think that lady's name was the Sharon Tracy Bay, or Sharon Gale Bay, something like that. She was another person. Matter of fact, I think she was the one that her home got raided while she was teaching live. You know what I mean? Again, associated with Taj, but not just him, just speaking and talking, because that's one thing. People could say, oh, well, that's not really, he ain't really doing that. He ain't really. Yeah, I wanted to highlight this, the one right here, page 43, but I'm going to go up to the top. What does it say here? Page 43. Don't let me forget that. Page 43, page 34. Okay, right to the top first. Boom. Okay. Let me show you this. See, it's beyond just some lectures. Oh, well, he's just providing the information. He's not, it's up to the people to do that. Rami, it's not really. But I want to show you how he gets people caught up. Again, here go the paperwork. This is 2021. All right, filed 2021. Now we in Ohio. So we had, what was the first? One was Pennsylvania, one was Ohio, and one was I forgot the other court. But all you see, the scam is not just in one area. No, it's all over the place. All right, this paperwork, this Moorish National Republic, Moorish Divine National Movement of the World, all of this comes from Taj and RV Bay publication. Tracy Gilbert, yeah, that's it. All of this kind of stuff, and I'm not going to get into the specifics. I don't want to scroll through all of this because it's honestly a whole lot of documents. And not so here go. I will show you that. See that seal right there? I don't know if you can see that right there. That's a part of the scam. You got to pay. I don't know. It probably was like $25, something like that, to get your seal, because that would give it the authenticity. That would give it the validity. All right. All of these documents and sending these all off to these different people. All of this is bogus. And I could go through all the little pieces of information, but it's not necessary. I'm gonna scroll on down to what goes on, all right, in real life. When you actually try to listen to Taj and you try to do the activity that he's talking about, all right. This is the actual transcript of the court proceedings, all right. State of Ohio plaintiff versus DeMarcus Deshaun Ellis Byram, okay. And this is June 2019. Okay. Appearances. Okay. He has an attorney, James Hopt. Okay. I wanted to highlight his language because it really explains the problem with Taj and all his teachings pretty clear. Okay. This is the court dialogue. He's talking, Mr. Hopt. Speak. That's his attorney speaking to the defendant. He would like to read what he has to say. The court says, very well, go ahead. The defendant is going to read. Hopefully I don't upset you, Your Honor, but I have to exercise these rights because I am a national and I have turned in paperwork. Now that language, let me be clear. That language right there, that's that Taj teachings. I'm a national. Here's my paperwork. And I'm gonna exercise. That's all of that's Taj. But let me continue. Oh yeah, I clicked the wrong thing. Okay, here we go. I don't want to offend anyone. The court, here goes the defendant. But I am Emmanuel Omega L. Bey in propria persona sui juris. That language, in propria persona sui juris, that comes from Taj and his teachings, okay? So now we know. In propria solo and in proprio herides at all times. And I am an Aboriginal, Indigenous, Moorish American national, and I'm exercising all of my rights. The court. Oh, okay. Miss Day. Whoa. The court reporter can't take, yeah, I'm sorry. He was talking too fast to just translate. All right, you got to slow it down. That's what he's telling you. You got to slow it down, okay? Here it goes again. I am a Moorish American national, Your Honor. Slow down. Yep, okay. And defendant says, I am here exercising all of my rights at this time and all points in time. You are commanded to state your name and nationality for the record, on the record. That language, that idea that you can command the judge to tell you what to do, that ideology, that belief, all of that comes from Taj, the king Moorish scammer, the top of the food chain when it comes to this more sovereign citizen stuff. This comes from Taj. Let me continue. Without further comment, I am the law and I am the government, and I command you to set me free immediately. And then his representation, Mr. Hopp, says, okay, so if I could just have a moment with him. The court says, okay. Then it says, Mr. Hopp consults with the defendant off the record. Then they go back on the record, Mr. Hopp, to his defendant. Do you have anything further to say? Defendant, no, Your Honor. Okay. Thank you very much. Just wanted to highlight that, okay? Then I wanted to go down because you might still be thinking, well, this is just that man. He's by himself. He's not doing that for Taj. This has nothing to do with Taj. What does Taj have to do? Oh, snap. Oh, Rami. Oh, Rami, how did you do this? You done found it, Rami. Oh. Moorish American consulates, Moorish worldwide consulates, embracing, enforcing, and exalting the 1781 Constitution for the United States of America and the binding treaties. And who is at the top of that header right there? Huh? What does that say right there? Let me see. Can I highlight that? Can y'all see that highlight? Does that come right there? Consular General. Hold on. So he went from Bro Taj Tarik Bey, Grand Sheik Taj Tarik Bey, National Grand Sheik Taj Tarik Bey, and he's a Consular General Taj Tarik Bey. Huh. Does anyone have any proof of that? What is a Consular General? Who decided that he was a Consular General? Where is this consulate at? Anybody, any Taj supporters, anywhere. Can somebody step up and defend this? No? One more time, I'll drop the link in there for any more Taj supporters, because we about done. Any Taj Tarik Bey supporters, I'm here. I'm here and I'm waiting. How do you defend this? Man, hey, ladies, I appreciate this comment. Y'all see this right here? This right here? That one right there. True Composer, AMPAC study sessions. AMPAC is fraudulent also. Anybody watching, Moors in particular, do not support, follow, join that AMPAC group, anything like that. This True Composer, frauds, scams, another con. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right. Then I don't even feel like going into the rest of that other lawsuit. I just wanted to. Oh, actually, yeah. Actually, I will show you this. Oh man. Oh yeah. Praise God. Praise God. Is there a way I can? Let's see here. Here we go. Bam. Here we go. Here we go. Wait. Oh, boom. Here we go. Back here. Here we go. This was the reason. Let me get on the screen so y'all can see me, because it's important. When I found this, I said, aha. You've been caught. See how God worked. I ain't even going to get into Charlemore Bay. You could do your own research and find out that dude. But what I did want to bring your attention to is it's not just that his name is on Taj Tarik Bey's name is on the heading. No. Listen here. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let me see where the start of the sentence is. Okay. In controversies, here we go. Right here. Okay. Look at this. Can I highlight that last part? Yeah, all of this. In controversies between Moors and United States citizens, if any, well, maybe I not put that right there. Sorry about that. Dang. How can I read this? I just realized their numbers was on there. Dang. Well, I don't want to. I'm going to just finesse this. I apologize because I didn't realize their phone numbers was right there. I don't know if it's still live, but still want to give them respect. Yeah, so I'm gonna read it right here. Just bear with me. In controversies between Moors and United States citizens, there's a problem right there. Moors are United States citizens. That's the problem. There goes that sovereign citizen idea. But let me continue. Let me focus. If any citizen of the United States, a natural or artificial person, shall have any disputes with any Moor, Moorish American / Al Moroccan, or if any citizen of the respective state shall kill or wound the other, you are to contact the Moorish American consulate immediately and without delay. So this is saying if they get into anything, you're supposed to call the Moorish American consulate, and then they give. Let me get back over here, there, just so we can see the names clearly, and you can see who is associated. You have Light Tahiri Bey, Jamal Talib Abdullah Bey, Sharon Tracy Gale Bey. All right. I wanted to show that to show the real deal connection between Taj Tarik Bey and his scams and him being the consular general and how he connected in with Sharon Tracy Gale Bey and also Jamal Talib Abdullah Bey, both of which who have been arrested propagating this more sovereign citizen stuff. Jamal, in fact, I'll do another video, but it's supposed to be going on trial on Monday. Been in, dealing with this. Anyways, my point is, real deal effects with people in the real world. Taj has been scamming for a long time. It's layers and layers and layers. Oh jeez, this is already 2 hour and a half. All right, man. Let me finish up. Let me finish up. Let me just highlight another one. Just real quick, I just put some more evidence on the screen. Real quick. This is a case of him doing the paperwork, July 2016. Again, this is that Taj Tarik Bey, RV Bey Publications kind of paperwork. And then you can see, here he is again. It's kind of hard to see with the font through the copy, but right here listed, Great Seal, National Association of Moorish Affairs, Minister Minister Taj Tarik Bey. There he is again. Another one of his scams and his schemes. Did I have one more? Yes. I just real quick. Gonna highlight this. We're gonna highlight this real quick. This was that New Jersey case, all right? This was that New Jersey case, but I wanted to highlight from 2005, the Great Seal. Can y'all see that? The Great Seal 7 MOOR signs. Can we zoom in right there? Yes, citation. You can see that there. All right, y'all see that right there? But I wanted to highlight because I went to go look for the parties to the case more specifically so we get the facts. So you can see all the parties that they tried to sue. They are the defendants. The police department, towing, a couple of people, auto body, state of New Jersey. And then when we get down to plaintiffs, all right, Taj supporters, again, where you at? The Continental Congress, represented by Minister Nature L. Bey. Now, for clarity, Nature L. Bey is associated with Taj Tarik Bey pushing that nonsense. I didn't know, but apparently Nature L. Bey is a minister for the Continental Congress. How do you get to that position? Where is this Continental Congress? How did he become a minister? What do they do? More of the scams. It just sounds official. It gives that idea that they're actually legitimate when they are not. It's completely bogus. Another one I wanted to ask. Anybody that knows what is an Embryo Circle 7 Moorish Science Temple of America Incorporated? This is what Taj is associated with. Can anybody explain that? Any Taj Tarik Bey supporters? I still don't know what that one is. Then you have, here you go right here. Moors Order of the Round Table, Moorish Nationals, Diplomats Offspring, like a bunch of nonsense. And then here it goes right here. The Great Seal 7, Moor Science Temple of America Incorporated. Noble Ali didn't make that. That's Taj. That's Taj and Taj's scams. Seriously? Build a scat? Because you said you still ain't proved what's a scam about any of the documents. It's all bogus. It's all bogus. None of what Taj Tarik Bey is teaching is legitimate. All of that, the authority, you don't got the delegation of authority, your oath of office, that he's a Grand Sheik. That is the fraud. That is the scam. And everything else that comes from that person, don't believe it. Because it's to scam you, to get your money, or your fiat, or your notes, if you want to call it that. Now, I wanted to highlight, last thing, then I'm going to get to one little quick video. Because, I was thinking about it, and I honestly was getting ready to put together like a little compilation, you know what I mean? And just show you clip after clip after clip after clip of Taj talking this nonsense. But, it's plenty of that already out there. I more so wanted to get to the paper, like actual court documents to show you where people are being injured. And then I wanted to share this last screen, which I thought was really interesting. Boom. So this right here is a quick guide to sovereign citizens. University of North Carolina School of Government, 2012. Okay, it gives you a breakdown of what a sovereign citizen is, what they believe, okay? And then if you scroll all the way down, it actually gives you, oh, wow, look at that. It even lists some of the fraudulent Moorish groups. The Moorish Nation and the Washita Nation, the Moorish Science Temple Moorish Republic, the United Nubian Nation of Moors, the MUUR Republic, and other variations. This is the problem. This is why I'm making the clarity, because now actual Moorish Americans that want to follow the law, want to do the things the legitimate way, we get lumped in with this nonsense. So we got to draw the line, make it clear. Taj Tarik Bey is a liar. Taj Tarik Bey is a fraud. I wanted to highlight the words, though. Buzzwords, if you will. Below are some unusual, can y'all see that? Let's see here. Buzzwords. Below are some unusual words or phrases or manner of punctuation or writing that are commonly used by sovereign citizens, reflecting their beliefs. Some of the words are legitimate legal terms in the proper context, but are meaningless in the way they are used by sovereign citizens. For example, the Uniform Commercial Code, UCC, indeed exists and is important law for commercial transactions, but it has none of the purposes ascribed to it by sovereign citizens. It would take a long time to explain why sovereign citizens speak and write the way they do, or the meanings of these particular words. Just be aware that the reoccurrence of these ways of communicating is one indicator that that person is a sovereign citizen. So I want Moors out there. I'm gonna pull up this list, and I want you, if you see any words that you see in the chat, type that word in the chat if you've heard Taj Tarik Bey say that word. You just let me know what you think. Straw man. Have you heard Taj Tarik say that? Indigenous, de facto government, traveling in a private capacity, conveyance rather than vehicle. Has Taj ever said that? Sujurus, Didn't we just see that in the document? Let me continue. Let's see what else they have. Traveling in a commercial capacity. You ever hear Todd say that? Redemption, Aboriginal, El Bay. Who is the victim? Where is your oath of office? Does that sound familiar? Does that sound familiar? Common law? Free man? Sovereign living soul? UCC 1 statement? Affidavit of truth? Man on the land? Referring to the government as a corporation. Thumbprints on documents? Did we not just see the thumbprints on it? Go to RV Bay. See what you see. Tell me if you see some thumbprints. That's Taj. That is Taj. Through and through. All of those buzzwords come from that list was put together because of his teachings. Because that's what he has propagated and promoted and convinced people to believe is true. So much so that now they have been propagating that on his behalf. That's how bad it's gotten. I mean, all right. It's time to wrap up. Any last? See, this is an example of what I'm saying. Taj has been so effective at scamming people, at being a manipulator, at being a con man, that now everybody just echoes and repeats his lies and his phrases and his ideology, like this True Composer do, and the AMPAC and all of the rest of it. So I wanted to close out. I really wanted to find that one piece though. I'm gonna try to see if I can find. I'm gonna play the video and try to search for it while we watch the video. Let's see. Where is it? Where was I looking? 1 second. It was a very important video. Bam. Because it's one thing. See, what I've been talking about, I mean, not to dismiss what other people have gone through, because getting arrested for propagating this kind of stuff, all of that is one thing, but the biggest thing, actually, let me not even do that. Let me not even do that, man. You're not even gonna put that energy out. Let me try to find this one last one, man. Can I find it? Come on, dog. Let's see. I don't think I can find it, so we'll have to let that one go for today. But what I wanted to highlight specifically was that in one of his old books, his old teachings from like 1980 something, he explicitly says that his lessons are for sale, whereas the teachings and the lessons that Noble Drew Ali provided explicitly say are not for sale. And I just wanted to highlight just how completely opposite what Noble Drew Ali's teachings are to what Taj Tarik Bey does. Noble Drew Ali created a religious organization, the Moorish Science Temple of America, teaching so-called Black people, African Americans, about our creed or our religion or our way of life, and how to help the members of the Moorish Science Temple of America become better citizens of the United States of America. That's what the Moorish Science Temple of America was about. What Taj Tarik Bey did is create his own offshoot organization that was for profiting for himself and scamming people by misrepresenting, taking the information from Noble Drew Ali, misrepresenting his teachings, mixing in this sovereign citizen stuff to take advantage of people that don't know any better. That's what's been happening, and it needs to stop. You gotta stop. And so that's why I'm here. That's why I did this class. It's why I am very clearly, very plainly letting people know Taj Tarik Bey is a scammer. He's a fraud. He's a liar. Do not trust those teachings. Don't follow. Don't support. Don't donate to the movement. None of that. Don't use his paperwork. Don't use his arguments in court. Don't do it. All right. Any questions? Let me go through the. Let me. If there's any questions, I'll answer now. Man, I appreciate the comments. Good Lord, I should have stopped and seen. I apologize. I didn't see all these comments. Let me try to go back and get these before I get up out of here. Pedro Whack-A-Mole. There's no Moorish consulate that is recognized by any nation or multinational governing body because is no Moorish nation for it to represent. Let's see. New Moor order asks when Rise of the Moors going to jail. They have court on Monday. It's been getting pushed back. It was actually supposed to start this week and got pushed back. So the court is supposed to start from the 12th, I think it is. That's the 11th, something like that. And it's 3 people, and then I think there is 2 other people that have court in May, and then 1 other person is still on the run. Peace. Oh man, peace. Yeah. I think to answer your question, why people don't want to hear the truth, I think because sometimes it's painful to admit, I've been scammed. I've been played. I really got. I was fully invested in believing this dude, and it was complete BS what he was teaching. And it's hard for people to be able to just say that. You know what I mean? Because maybe they'll feel like they're stupid, or people will laugh at them, or you know what I mean? It's just embarrassing. But the truth is the truth, man. And we gotta realize it and accept it and move forward. Understand Noble Drew Ali. This one thing, if I read any more comments, this movement was not about doing something to have something work or to get a benefit or like to get out of jail. It wasn't about that at all. It was about understanding who we are. Here's the religion, or way of life that you should follow if you choose to, because Noble Drew Ali said Christianity is all right for those that prefer it, because we're in the United States of America, where the religious door of freedom is open to everybody. It's not a big deal like that. We're all supposed to be together here in harmony, whether you're a Christian, whether you're Muslim, whether you're Moorish, whether you're European. We're all American citizens. This is what Noble Drew Ali was trying to get us to understand. What Taj and the Great Seal Inc. and these scammers and more sovereign citizens have tried to do is take Noble Drew Ali's information and make people believe that Moors are somehow superior than other people, or Moors are somehow not American citizens, we're our own specialized group and we have rights that nobody else does. And that's not the case. That's not the case. It just simply is not the case. I don't even want to give this True Composer dude anymore. I wish I would have seen this comment. I almost want to block it, but it's too late now. Sorry, I would even show you, but it's pointless. The point is that, let me say this. Stop, young folks, especially if you're more, you just get into this, you watching this, like, golly, I didn't know all this was going on. Listen. Study Noble Drew Ali's teachings first. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to nobody. Go and seek out what Noble Drew Ali said. What did Noble Drew Ali teach? Use that as the foundation, and then listen to the other people that you may see. You'll quickly understand who is teaching the right or the righteous information and who is teaching cons and scams and schemes. Taj is one of them. I don't even want to name the others. Taj is the one I'm focused on because Taj is at the top. Yeah, let me see. See, and they mentioned that in the UCC is that being one of the problems or one of the buzzwords, the red ink and the thumbprint. That dang nonsense, man. Let's see. Yeah. This dude clearly is on some bogusness. Shout out to the folks, man. Came through tonight. And it's funny, you know. Oh, it was another person I was supposed to put on blast. Oh, man. What is dude? Yeah, I almost forgot. Because bro was talking crazy and talking all this about Taj and this and that. And I said, man, make sure you make yourself available, man. He had all the tape. He sending comments all through the night. But now I said, I'm not available to go live. Oh, ain't that something? Ain't that something? And then they got the nerve to say, oh, but Rami, he's scary. Rami's an agent. Rami is the man. Anyways, let me focus. I'm gonna let dude live. But I tell you what, man, I don't want to see you in the comments no more, man. Unless you just apologize, like, my bad, man. And it's all love. And definitely Mantis Views. Oh yeah. Yeah, Mantis Views. I know you're watching. Mantis Views 29. Mizraim. Good brother Mizraim, connected to RV Bay Publications, Mizraim. Taj Tarik Bey, Mizraim. Good brother. Please don't say I'm scared anymore. Please don't even comment on the page anymore. Just go about your business. Go on about your business. All right. Let me finish up here. Any other questions? Was I unclear on anything? Anything I said didn't make sense? Anything at all? Please let me know. I'm about to close up. I just want to make sure. Yeah, I see dude was really trolling. Yeah. Let's see. No other questions. No other questions. Matter of fact, pull up the video of the MOOR in court with the black feds. Old school. No, but I will say this. Question, Pharaoh Tazil. Can you drop the link for the video of Taj Tarik Bey in court? Black fez, red fez, blue fez, don't matter to me. Fez, no fez, turban, wave cap, fitted. Listen, if you could find Taj in court with a Kango, that'll be fine. Just can you provide the footage? Anybody. You can't. But that's odd. Isn't Taj the one that's teaching all this law and this, that, and the third? And you could do this and you could command them to do. How come there's no footage of Taj Tarik Bey in court? Isn't that kind of odd? 40 years been doing this. It's not one lick of footage? Not a one? Come on now. Come on now. How does that make sense? Anything else before I get out of here? Yeah. He definitely trolling. Definitely trolling. Stop throwing your money away on lies. I agree. Don't spend your money. Don't give your money to Taj Tarik Bey. I'm telling you now. No other questions? No other questions? I see it watching. They watching, but everybody's silent. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Okay. Looks like we ain't got no more questions. I think we can go ahead now. Did I cover the Lamont Butler? Lamont Butler, he's part of the Enforce the Constitution. He got arrested multiple times propagating the Taj Tarik Bey teachings. Jamal Bey, Rise of the Moors, currently awaiting trial, facing felony charges, propagating Taj Tarik Bey's teachings. Sharon Gale Bey, Moorish American consulate connected to Taj Tarik Bey, was arrested, charged, propagating Taj Tarik Bey's teachings. Nature El Bey, Continental Congress, connected to Taj Tarik Bey and the Great Seal Inc. teachings, got his car impounded. Their case was dismissed. See, I didn't pull up the video, just in part because the sister did pass away, and that's extremely unfortunate. But Corin Gaines, and let me see this, the correct spelling. Yeah, it is. I put the name in here. Corin Gaines is a sister that was propagating and echoing these teachings that Taj Tarik Bey had been pushing out, and she ended up getting shot and killed by the police. And that's not no laughing matter. That's nothing to play with. The seriousness is that that is the extreme of what Taj Tarik Bey's teachings can do. That's why it's important to not support those teachings. Stop turning a blind eye to it. Stop trying to pretend like you don't understand that it's a fraud. Real people are being hurt. Real people are suffering. People have even died. It's not a game. It's not cool. Stop the scamming, Taj. Talking to Taj now. Stop scamming these people. Stop scamming and misleading these people. And the people that surround them, that support them, that's been scamming too. You know who you are. You know who you are. All of y'all. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all I got to say for today. That's all I got to say for today. Well, actually, I'll close out with something real brief. Just in the beginning, what Noble Drew Ali said about the Circle 7 Quran, the teachings that he brought for Moorish Americans and all people, really, people that love Jesus. It says, "Dear readers, do not falsely use these lessons." Taj Tarik Bey, stop falsely using these lessons. They are for good, peace, and happiness, and for all of those that love Jesus. Dear mothers, teach these lessons to your little ones that they may learn to love instead of hate. Dear fathers, by these lessons you can set your house in order, and your children will learn to love instead of to hate. Matter of fact, let me. I was about to close out. Hold on. I want to bring this up. Hopefully, I can find it because I took the screenshot, but it's on my phone. I forgot to send it to myself or the timestamp. But I feel like I'm gonna be able to find it. Yeah, I think that's it. I think it's at like 105. Yeah, 107. Let's see here. Yeah. Let's see here. 1 second here. I want to highlight this because I want to make sure that I make this point, emphasize this point before I close up out of here. All right, can y'all?
The nations of the earth, in order to what? Take our places among the nations of the earth. We're going to have to really seriously start getting geopolitical knowledge. It's not missing information. It's just information we have not been interested in because no one has brought it to our attention that we're missing this. And usually when someone brings it up to them, opposition, or what you call the trolls, will start telling, oh, they're trying to change your religion. It's irrelevant, has not a damn thing to do with religion. But yet, whenever you bring that subject up, what do they immediately start talking about? Noble Ali, Moorish Temple of America.
Or whether or not it was a religious institution
established. Not the information, the facts that were brought, meaning they keep confusing the messenger and the message. As if the message.
I'm going to just stop it right there. The confusion comes from Taj Tarik Bey. The confusion comes from people following Taj Tarik Bey, thinking he's a messenger, thinking Taj Tarik Bey is a prophet, thinking Taj Tarik Bey is a Grand Sheik or some wise leader. And he's a liar. He wants to move people away from religion. He wants to try to make this movement and this thing about us being Moorish Americans, it has nothing to do with religion. And that is a lie. Now, I don't know if that's because maybe in secret he actually doesn't follow Islam. Maybe in secret he actually doesn't believe in our creator or one God. Maybe he believes and worships other things like mother and the other things he mentions. I don't know. But I want to make it clear to the people. Noble Drew Ali was clear. This is definitely about religion, your way of life, and also the national aspect. But don't think that it's not a part of that. And if you see someone trying to teach or trying to talk to you about Moors or this Moorish information, and they say, oh, it don't got nothing to do with religion, they're lying. They're lying. Be careful of those people. Those are the most dangerous kind of wicked kind of people that want to take you away from God. Be careful of them people. All right. Got a little worked up. Any other questions? Don't see any other questions. Thank you for watching. Again, it's unfortunate, but the truth is the truth. You're Moors, Moorish Americans. If you're not Moorish American, just American citizens, European brothers and sisters that may be watching this, you know what I mean, people that don't have any clue and just like, man, what is this? Please understand. There's Moorish Americans that are part of this organization that Noble Drew Ali created, a legitimate organization here to help us become better citizens, here to help us uplift ourselves. That is the organization, and those people are legitimate. Taj Tarik Bey, Great Seal Inc., Moore's Order of the Round Table, R.V. Bey Publications, Enforce the Constitution, all of these spin-off Washitas, AMPAC, USAR, any of those spin-off groups are fraudulent. Do not follow them, understand, don't listen to their teachings, study Noble Drew Ali, Moorish Science Temple of America. And that's it. Much love to you and yours. Love is the key. Love is the way. Thank you for watching. You have a great day. And if you watch this, last thing, if you watch this and it's after the live and you're like, well, I got some questions, comment. I want, drop it in the comment section. I'll be here. Unless you Mantis Views 29 or that other dude, man, y'all out. Y'all, yeah. Just move along. All right. Peace. Or Taj. Yeah, Taj, feel free. All right, I'm done. All right, peace.